partner, exciting scenes. Finally, they've been waiting for opportunity like this for the Springboks to come back home. It's homecoming for a few of the people over here. We're unbeaten in the stadium. I'm excited to see what the fans are up to. Yeah, incredible scenes.
It's going to be incredible. Before the fans, we go to the fans. Buddy, Willie Leroux celebrating his 100th cap today. You played a lot of rugby with him. Can you take us through this momentous occasion today?
100%. I mean, he's a legend. He's done some fantastic stuff. He's worked with Boland. What a journey he has. Coming from Boland and the Cheetahs as well. I mean, I had the opportunity to play with him at Was for 3 seasons, and incredible he is. What he does on the field, he's like the Messi. You know, any hairstyle puts people into space. They can call him NASA as well. But incredible human being. On the golf course, off the golf course, everywhere you see him, it's special to see 100 caps coming for Springbok rugby. It's something you don't see often. There's only a couple of people that's done it before, but what a special being, a human being.
And it's a special day for Willie, guys. Come
yes,
follow us. You know we do it at the pre-match show.
Shah. We got some Shasha Feinberg and Goma Zulu fans over here. Guys, are you guys from where?
East London.
East London, yeah. I want to know, obviously, is Shasha your favorite player?
Yeah!
What are we say again?
That's my boy.
Okay, that's too close, eh? Can I have a book on 3, 2, 3? Exciting times here. They're enjoying it here.
Guys, follow me. We are currently coming up the stairs towards the beautiful Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. It was established in 2010 for the Soccer World Cup. Go, come here.
Whoa.
Are you excited to be at the game today?
Yes.
And who are you excited to see here today?
Mani Lebok.
Let's go, Mani. Can you say hello to Mani in the screen?
Hello, Mani.
There we go. We got everybody, fans, family.
I'm the granny. Hello, Bokke. Hope you won, Bokke.
And score prediction for today, Granny?
Oh, and just 50-25.
50-25, Granny.
Yes.
Enjoy. 50-25, partner.
It's filling up over here, and I'm shocked. I don't know what jersey is this. Comment ça va?
Jamal.
Jim, okay, here we go. Obviously, with the wrong game, are we?
No. Supporting my friend, my big friend.
Yes.
As a Nabas Labakanya.
Oh, Slavakani indeed. So we got Springbok supporters over here. What's going to happen today?
Oh, Tyron all the way here from Cape Town.
Yes.
Supporting Cape Town all the way from Cape Town. Peel, Loftus all the way.
Oh, yes, say pop. I don't know what pop this is. Millimeter pop, Kellogg's cornflakes. I don't know. Okay, guys. Yes, can have a big book on 3, 2, 3. Book! They ready? We are ready. Here we go, partner.
Partner, this is fantastic. So I found 2 youngsters. They've gone out of their way to support Willie Leroux.
Ooh.
Guys, Willie 100 games. Is there any message you would like to give to Willie? No
Do you have a message?
I do. My mum has a crush on you.
Hey!
I can't remember her number, but you need to call her.
Definitely. Assisting indeed, partner.
I love this. This is excellent about South African fans, making sure, not just with them being at the stadium, they go out of their way to make certain designs. Guys, thank you so much. I know Willie will appreciate it. Let's go. Come on.
Here we go.
How are we doing? Oh, she's on a video.
We're moving here, partner. We got a lot of supporters, Springbok supporters. Sir, how are you doing? Are you good? Hey, he's well in himself. Listen here, I want to know what's happening today inside. What's going to happen?
Great rugby.
Yes. Who's going to win?
The Springboks, of course.
Springboks, of course. Are we here to support Willie? Willie's playing 100 game.
100th game, yes.
Any message for Willie today? I mean, he's a legend of a guy and has achieved so much. Is there any message for him?
Do your best.
Do your best.
Yes.
Do your best is enough. Let's move across here. It's moving slowly.
Over here. Is it Tannie?
Ja, is die eerste
Hier is die camera. Eerste keer weer vir jou.
Ja.
En hoekom is dit nou hier Tannie se eerste keer om die bokke te kom kyk live?
Kyk, dit was altyd 'n begeerte, maar nou is dit 'n werklikheid. En ek is so opgewonde.
En Tannie, dis maar al 30 jaar vanaf die bokke die eerste keer die wêreldbeker gewen het.
Ja.
Is daar 'n moment wat uitstaan vir Tannie oor die jare?
Die ongelooflike samesyn. En ek wens daar kan elke dag liefde en vrede in hierdie land wees. En nie net hierdie dag wanneer die bokke speel.
And I think we all are striving for it. Tannie, is daar 'n favourite speler wat Tannie se love om te ontmoet met Tannie se eerste besoek aan 'n Springbok wedstryd?
Daai jong mannetjie.
Wie?
Heel agter. Daai Sasha. Ja, almal. Fafi en al daai ouens. Ek love dit.
Tannie, baie dankie. Geniet Tannie se eerste game. I love it. The first Springbok game. She's out there. She would love to meet Sasha.
There's so much people over here. Hey, we got a couple of people over here. Guys, first of all, how are you doing?
Good on you.
Hey, very good. I see we got All Blacks jerseys over here. What's going on? What is this? Oosturand. Okay. Oosturand, obviously in the dream team as well. Guys, I want to know what we're expecting today.
No, I think Italy's going to hulle gaan moeilikheid kry. Kom ons sê so, ja.
Gaan hulle moeilikheid kry?
Ja.
Are you guys from Gqeberha?
No, Elliot Eastern Cape.
Okay, cool. Talk me through the atmosphere over here. Is this your first time over here?
Second time here watching a Bokke game, and Moer, there's a lot of people here.
And we got the dream team over here as well, okay? We got Frans Malherbe, CJ van der Linde, Botha, PJ Botha, a few of the boys. Who do you think will win the dream team for title?
Frans Malherbe.
Frans Malherbe and yourself?
Gqeberha.
Kobus Versage. I mean, they probably know the rugby we'll have to see. Guys, enjoy the game, mate. Have some fun over here.
Partner, guys, follow me. I'm short, so you guys need to stick with me, okay? I found some voice here, guys. Springbok rugby back in the Eastern Cape. How exciting is this?
It's very exciting. We're very glad it's in PE. What a great place to be in the ocean here. Just look at all these people. Let's go, Bokke!
Oh, I love this. And you, favorite player, what do you think is going to happen today?
Favorite player that's playing today, Edward van der Merwe. Like hierdie Lions hier. Maar bulle bo, Bokke bo, hier gaat ons.
Okay, boys, I'm going to allow you guys to go. Edwin van der Merwe, also a crowd favorite. But we're moving on. Follow me.
It's everywhere. Let's go to the stadium part over here. Hey guys, how you doing? Hey guys, good? Listen here, are we on a date night?
Ja, you know.
Yes. Supporting the Springboks.
Definitely, yeah.
Yes. Is this a perfect date night? Talk me through the atmosphere here at Gqeberha. What's the atmosphere like here at Gqeberha?
Great. Never better.
Enjoying it. Favorite player?
Favorite player, Willie. I say I look like Willie. I am Willie.
Willie indeed, yeah. Willie 100, special place indeed.
Small, say hello.
Hello.
Do you know that you are currently live on television for South Africa to see?
Really?
Yes.
Yo.
And if there's anyone at home that you would like to say hi to?
Hello, Liam.
Hello, Liam. And walk with me. How's the holidays been? School holidays?
Very nice.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Who brought you to the Springbok games today?
My parents.
Your parents. And are you very grateful for them?
Yeah.
Okay, give me your favorite player to the camera and who you'd love to meet after the game.
I'd really like to meet Justin Colby.
Thank you. Have a lekker day. School holidays.
Partner, we got selfies over here, we got photos over here. What's happening, guys? Guys, talk me through the atmosphere here. Bokke. Excited. What is the atmosphere like here at the Nelson Mandela Bay?
It's amazing. It's wonderful.
Yes.
Bokke gonna win.
Bokke's gonna win.
Yeah, but they have
Are we not supporting Italy?
no. We're gonna have Bolognese for supper.
For supper? There's the
Bolognese.
Italy jacket. Oh, it's not the Italy jacket. I'm sorry. Who's your favorite player?
Who?
Siakulus.
I never. I like the people who are short like me.
Oh, shorty.
Yes, Chesler.
And yourself, sir?
Siakolisi.
Siakulisi. Ah, Springbok supporters all the way. Enjoy it, guys. Have some fun.
Partner, come here.
Wow, there's too much people.
Look, guys, I must say the scenes out there is brilliant. People pouring in.
Yes.
Can you feel the atmosphere of Eastern Cape people being excited the Boks are
I
back?
mean, the atmosphere indeed, all I see is smiles. I mean, 46,000 people that coming out of here, they want to have fun with us. We're expecting a cracker for game. I mean, we got some new guys coming in, obviously. Mampimpi is coming back home. Rassi is coming back home. Mani Lepok will show a thing or two, throwing some long passes. We're excited and smiles everywhere, partner. And yourself?
No, it's been excellent. You can just feel it. It's electric, to be totally honest, South Africans. They have been starved of rugby in the Eastern Cape, but they made sure that we can all feel that the atmosphere is a tip-top shape, okay?
Tip-top
but
shape
let's
indeed.
see some more action
Oh,
from
yeah.
the fans.
We got a couple of fans over here. First of all, sir, what's your name?
Reese.
Reese, I want to know from you, okay? We're obviously supporting the Springbok. Who's your favorite player?
I gotta say, recently, Monet van der Berg.
Yes.
Saw him last weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
he's good.
yeah.
He's fast, eh?
And if you were Rassi Erasmus and you have to give a speech for today to get the boys up, what will you say?
I'd say everyone's supporting you. Everyone's there. There's like so many people here saying just green everywhere you see. I'd say do it for the people around you. Do it for the people in the stand. We're so keen. We're so ready. There's such much energy. We're here for it.
Describe the Springboks in one word. What will it be?
Excellent.
Excellent indeed. Okay, we're gonna have an excellent match. Okay, enjoy it, man. Hey, good stuff. Partner, wow.
But I'm over here. I'm taking a quick photo over here. Everything is happening. What is it like being out at the Springbok game?
It's fantastic. I've come all the way from Cape Town. Hello, Cape Town. I'm here to support the Springboks. Go Springboks!
And who are you here with?
with my friends over here. We have our own rugby group and that one over there. And I can't wait to see Lebok live. Woo!
And lastly, I know we all want to see Lebok. One more question. 30 years celebration of rugby in South Africa, Springbok rugby since winning the first time. Has there been a moment for you that has stood out over the past 30 years? Your favorite moment?
My favorite moment will have to be watching them play New Zealand at Cape Town DHL last year. It was the best experience of my life.
Well, I hope you have an even better experience today. Enjoy it.
Oh, the people are screaming, Bokke, 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 Bokke. Okay, very nice, excited. Bokke, Bokke, Bokke. Very nice and excited. I want to know, is Willie Leroux's 100th match today? Any special message for Willie? That's doing fantastic work. Special message for Willie Leroux today.
We are proud of you as South Africans, and we are looking forward towards the game today.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, let's go, Willie. I mean, they're a little bit shy, but that's fine. I'm going to look for my partner.
Come here.
Sir, that's nice, hey? Hey, pretty nice meal.
Brilliant meal. Can't do any better than this. This is what champions eat.
The boerewors roll.
The boerewors roll. It gets you in the game, the geest, the spirit, preps you.
Anything else about Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium that's been excellent so far, the experience?
I'm from Cape Town. I can say the stadium is one of the best I've been to. I've been to Kings Park. Loftus is on my radar, but the stadium is beautiful. You guys need to use it more often.
And you sound like an extremely smart guy. So while you're smart, I'm going to chuck in SuperSport is running a Dream Team campaign, okay? And this week that is up is the tight head props. You have to select one guy. Toughest selection we've ever made as South Africans. We got BJ Botha, Yanni du Plessis, Frans Malherbe, CJ van der Linde, and we got Gqeberha. You can only pick one. Who is it?
Yo, it's between Yanni, Frans, and CJ. But you know what? Frans is in my era. I'm going with Frans Malherbe.
I don't want to bother you. Enjoy your boerewors roll. He's made Frans' selection.
People
I'm going
everywhere,
over to
partner. I found a couple of Springbok supporters. They call him Springbok Steve, is it?
That's me, Springbok.
Why?
I love the Springboks. They're my guys.
Wow. Look at this. Okay? Don't try this at home. He's a legend. I want to know, what are we expecting today?
I think the Bokke by at least 40. Surely they're going to pull it back after last week. It's going to be maybe 40, maybe 45,
yes.
Maybe 50.
100%. And you look like someone that goes to a lot of stadiums. Talk me through the atmosphere here at Gqeberha.
Oh, it's great. It's electric. The beer tent is wild. I went down there. I've never seen a bigger collection of Springboks than this. Very cool. My favorite.
Yes, and I want to know from you, okay, if you're Rassie Erasmus, one question. Give me a speech for the Springboks to make them sure they're ready for this game.
See, guys, come on. Do it for all of us. It's just incredible to see so many people coming out for the box. And yeah, do it.
100%. Yeah. Sorry, that's on the spot. Okay, do it for all of us. Let's go. Okay, enjoy it. Have some fun. And there's people everywhere.
If you could turn this way. He doesn't want any smoke on TV, but we're making our way. People are flocking in. You can feel the atmosphere out here. Partner,
okay, sorry.
There's so much South African Springbok fans pouring in. They're making their way to the seats.
100%, and this is the stuff that we want to see. This is people standing behind Springbok rugby. To expect 46,000 people coming out here. I mean, Gqeberha has been waiting for so long for this opportunity, and we're here. We got guys like Willie Leroux, that obviously 100 caps. We got debuts coming in, Asenati coming in as well, and a few of the other boys, Kobus Visa, making the debuts today. Fantastic to see what Rassie is cooking up. And the doctor knows what's best.
It's been excellent so far, and I want to make my seat to the stadium to get amongst these exciting fans that has made so much effort to come to the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium, and we cannot wait to see what they get up to. Look at it.
100%.
All happening here. Mochi, we're throwing it back to you guys. We've had a brilliant time.
Over to Mochi. Take care, guys. Enjoy it.
Made you a bucky.
It's not a bucket. It's a Hilux.
roll with us.
It's lights out, we're racing in the sprint here, then Ashley before the 10th sprint so far this season. It is a Marquez 1-2. It's lights out, we're racing in the Dutch TT here. Alex Marquez has crashed out. Look at Benzeki. And Marc Marquez wins the Dutch TT.
The world's finest riders, only on SuperSport, your world of champions. Proudly brought to you by Play Tsogo.
The Castle Lager incoming series, only on SuperSport.
Utrack i-GPS yabantu kahle.
Yeka Justice Mahlangu. Wena khumbula sibuya kude mina nawe. Ngethemba ungabazi ukuthi ngumngane oqotho.
Wena sezongibonga. Mina ne-MPS masunqobile lo khetho.
A promise is a promise, my brother.
Amandla, comrades.
Amandla.
Yeah.
Modern lifestyles can feel demanding, but now there's an easy way to give your body what it demands. Try DS24 Multivitamin Daily. Recommended by healthcare professionals, each capsule contains 24 vitamins and minerals to support a healthy metabolism. Plus, DS24 is formulated with folic acid, antioxidants, vitamin C and zinc that help maintain immune function. To help your body keep up with life's demands, try DS24 Multivitamin. Brand power, helping you buy better.
This one is far. Can he deliver?
It's looking good.
And it's a beauty!
Postnet delivers, no matter what.
Thank you for believing in each other. Thank you for putting all your hard work.
Thank you for never giving up.
Thank you for bringing the game to more people.
Thank you.
Springboks first tasted Rugby World Cup glory.
Has he got it? Yes, it's over.
Uniting a nation and igniting a legacy.
The final whistle then, South Africa win this Rugby World Cup final.
While their resolve has repeatedly been put to the test, the Boks have battled on. Blazing another path to glory 12 years later.
Another moment that will go down in the annals of South Africa's sporting history.
The cup is coming home.
Far from smooth sailing, there's been a fair share of heartache. Yet the green and gold warriors managed to come back stronger. As each new chapter of their story capture the hearts of the nation.
Siya Kolisi captains South Africa for the first time.
With Kolisi as captain and the inspired Rassie Erasmus as coach, a formidable partnership was forged. One that would achieve astounding success.
South Africa, the World Cup is theirs! In South Africa, a Rugby World Cup kings!
A victory that sparked the mother of all celebrations across the country. Another memorable triumph over the might of the British and Irish Lions was to follow.
And now Siya Kolisi and his Springboks can celebrate once again.
Could they then do the unthinkable and go back-to-back at the World Cup in France? The Boks had done it.
It's over! The Springboks go back-to-back. They go book-to-book.
Sparking another eruption of joy across the country. A throwback to those heady days back in 1995. 30 years later, as the celebration moves to Gqeberha, renowned for its stunning beaches, friendly residents, and being the birthplace of a host of South African sporting icons. 3 decades and countless victories later, the Boks will take to the Gqeberha turf with plenty to celebrate.
We're out in the southeastern region of South Africa. What a good time we're about to have here at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium, in a place, in a city that has given us so many sporting heroes. We're looking forward to this one. The last time we saw crowds in the stadium was back in 2018 when the Springboks were up against Australia. And in 2021, we were back for a fortnight against Argentina. And unfortunately, because of COVID, no one allowed in the stadium. But Gqeberha has been buzzing this week. And what a feat it's going to be. Good to see so many in the green and gold supporting the Springboks. And if the roar that the team received a little bit earlier is anything to go by, then we are about to have a very, very good time. Thank you so much for joining us here on your World of Champions, the second test between the Springboks as well as Italy. And I'm not alone, as always, joined by 2 former Springboks in Kobani Bobo and the captain John de Villiers and our Mtata-born Italian international, Carlo Del Fava. How do you feel being back here at Gqeberha?
Marta, really, it's so fantastic to be back. I think the last time I was in PE was 20 years ago. And it's the first representative team that I actually played for. When I left Queens, got selected for the EP Under-19 team. So it's a place where that's really special. And you know what, it's a place that's got a real intensity and a love for rugby like nowhere else. And you can feel it in the atmosphere and the energy that's around the stadium. It's phenomenal there.
John, seeing green and gold everywhere in the city that birthed your best friend, Scala.
Yeah, and so many other greats in the sporting arena in South Africa. You know, I absolutely love to play here. I played 2 test matches here in PE. I've been able to do a couple of test matches, you know, as a commentator as well. And I absolutely love this place. You know, it brings something different to any other stadium in South Africa. You know, it's very much it captures the Boks, the current Boks as well. If you think our captain, our coach, our assistant coach, all from PE, from the Eastern Cape. So, you know, I think it means a lot, and you can just feel the energy, as Carlos said. We don't get a lot of test matches here, so when we do get out, when we can play our box and show off to the world here in PE, the people comes out and they support. So I'm really looking forward to today.
We saw the Rugby Championship Under-20 competition being hosted here as well, and just the hunger from the locals in wanting to see more rugby in PE.
I mean, we got here yesterday. I remember being at the hotel, just opening up my window, everyone thought they saw Sia. And it's just the way that they sort of respect and respond to the Springboks, from old to young. I played my first test match at Boeta Erasmus, and when I look around here and you see the passion of what the people sort of feel, it reminds me of the day of my father, of my dad coming with his van, driving over from King Williamstown. And I know a lot of people have driven over from all different places and small towns around here. It's a beautiful time. It's the soul of rugby. It's where it starts for everyone. You think about all these players who go and represent all the franchises. It's giving me a tear. I get like a bit of a, you know, it's a real place where people really love the game. You drive around the Eastern Cape, the only thing you see is rugby fields and cricket pitches. It's amazing.
And you talk about that, the entire region has produced so many superstars in this game that we love. Talk me through some of the stars that you know from the EC.
Well, I mean, from just schoolboy guys growing up. I mean, from school, you got Robbie Kempson, you got Shaw van Rensburg, just guys that were our local heroes, Kaya Molatana, guys that we looked up to, that were part of our schooling system. And you know what, it's so inspirational because you see those guys coming out of school, making it on the big stage, and it inspires you to think, hey man, there's a path that I can actually follow here, follow their example. They're great role models, great guys as well, and very generous with inspiring and passing on the information to you. So some great heroes that you're just trying to emulate as well.
And the rivalry, Western Province versus the Eastern Cape, hey?
Yeah, and it's sad that it's come to where it is now, where we don't have that anymore. You know, I think back, and he mentioned some of the names. I think back of even further, Gqeberha, you know, the greats of the Eastern Province, you know, Garth Wright, the 80s, the early 90s. You know, I still play test matches at the Boeta Erasmus Stadium. Now you look at that and you look at the state of it, you know, it's sad, and I think it's important that we understand what rugby is about and what rugby is about in this region as well, and that we protect it. So there's a lot to be done, but to be here today I think is special. But we need to be able to get those rivalries back, make sure that we provide the opportunities, make sure that we keep rugby strong within this region.
And because of the gems that it produces, there are so many that have probably fallen by the wayside, but we see a few that are coming through the ranks in franchise as well as in Springbok rugby.
Yeah, there's some amazing work that has been done in terms of encapsulating and grabbing imagination of the youth. Rugby has been part of that in the Eastern Cape, and those gems, you know, it's creating chances, like Juan says, and being there and giving back to it. And it's about serving this game. It's about serving the Eastern Cape. It's about making sure this sort of region and the place becomes the blossoming sort of the foothold and the bedrock of what rugby is about. But that has to be from just enjoying it at the school level. That is about enjoying it and playing it. Yes, we don't have a franchise at the moment, but I think about guys from the border region, the Russell Bennett who inspired a lot of people, and the players who played before in those places, like you mentioned, Kyle Molatana. I mean, that guy is why we all stand here, and we stand on the shoulders of legends, and such a proud moment just to see how many people have come out to really experience being in the Springbok Test match.
And it was so great to also see so many come out for the Springbok women. They were in action against Canada's women's team a little bit earlier as well. World number 2 against world number 12. Lots of work for our ladies to do heading into the Women's Rugby World Cup coming up, of course, a little bit later this year. Not only are we celebrating the Springboks' dominance over the world over the last 30 years, we're also celebrating 30 years of SuperSport. 30 years of SuperSport International. Can you imagine? Do you remember your first decoder, Carlo?
Do you know what? My first experience with, when they extended open time just by that extra hour when we were younger, oh my, this is the biggest event in the house. Like, we're getting an extra hour here. And then all of a sudden, 96, here comes Super Rugby. Next thing, we're seeing guys from Auckland Blues playing in here. And I mean, you got heroes from New Zealand and Australia playing on our doorstep, and watching them. It was like global superstars that now we could actually touch and see. No, it was incredible. That was my first great memory.
Guys, you remember those days where you had to get up off the couch to switch the channels?
Yeah.
Okay? You had to switch the channels. You only had like 4 channels. Now what we have on multi-choice, on the DStv platform, on SuperSport, the amount of live sport, the amount of test match, every single test match live on SuperSport. Man, we live in a fantastic world, and we're able to be part of all those special sporting moments because of SuperSport.
Yeah.
And we're part of that team now. I'm proud to be, as proud as we were to be part of the Springboks.
And Italy.
And Italy. You know, so proud we are to be part of the SuperSport Team 9 has been going for 30 years.
It's just so amazing. Remember when it was a 7 and there used to be a dot on your decoder? I remember waking up at 4 in the morning. I don't think I ever missed a Super Rugby game growing up because of the access that we had. And then you think about the access now. I mean, the kids dominate the TV these days, and you're always on your phone, on your laptop. You can catch sport from anywhere. I mean, people still, even overseas, still trying to get your passwords. It's just what access is all about. And
but
it's
obviously
just
you've never shared the password.
Never share the password.
Don't share the password, guys. Everybody must get their own decoder. I remember I only joined in 2009 when I started working. I got a decoder. Everyone was so happy at home because at least they could see me on air. So that was a lot of fun. But what does it mean, the 30-year celebration? You know, really going back and thinking back on the power of 95 and the win of 07, the change in 2019 and the dominance of 2023.
I mean, in 1995, just sitting there watching the game in Zwelitsha, 768, and we were just sitting there thinking to ourselves, I mean, the world and the time that everything was changing, it was a time of like new energy that was invigorated within everyone. Seeing ourselves becoming the world champions, and you're thinking to yourself, I can be part of this, I can be associated with this. It became tangible. Everything, the world felt like as if it was at our fingertips. I'm always inspired by that because that is what sort of drove my dream. I'm so proud to be here and standing up and just being like, those are the moments in 1995, 30 years ago, as a 15-year-old child. I mean, this is good times.
Yeah, and it's the switch that it really made, and it cultivated and nurtured so many dreams that you now also saw yourself in the green and gold in 07, winning the World Cup.
Yeah, but you know what, and I think you know, we sometimes flippantly say it, the effect that sport has on this nation. And I think it's the fact that we've been successful, especially on the rugby field, but also the access to that, you know, being able to see it and view it on screen, on SuperSport, if you can't make it to the game. You know, being able to take that moment to the people. You know, 30 years ago, we would not have seen this. We would not have seen this, but now we're not only seeing it, we're living it, we're part of it. We're a totally different country for the better, and you know that's why that stronger together thing that the Boks had at the World Cup. You know, that is us, that is South Africa, because we truly are stronger together, because we are so different. That is what makes us stronger.
And what did it mean for you watching 95?
Do you know, it was just seeing guys that you always heard of but never actually saw under extreme pressure, and such an occasion that creates such a beautiful memory. I mean, if you ask anybody back in 95, they'll tell you where they were when that drop kick went over, and they'll tell you who they were with, and it's a memory that's just etched with a lot of feeling and emotion as well, and it just makes it so long lasting.
Yeah, so beautiful, so many memories of 95. Let us know, where were you? Hashtag SS Rugby. Let us know where you were as we look back on 30 years of South Africa's dominance in this game. Well, we're looking forward to it, and we know the fans are looking forward to it as well. FNB knows that you are at the heart of this game.
Thank you for never giving up.
Thank you.
What a journey it's been, and so great to see the fans that have been a part of it, supporting and showing love for the Springboks. There's two former Springboks also joining us as well here at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. None other than Juan as well as Rudy Paige.
Thank you much.
We're
celebrating 30 years of Springbok rugby. I mean, this is 30 years of unity. Thank you much. We're celebrating 30 years of Springbok rugby. I mean, it's 30 years of unity, pride and perseverance. So much memories I can take away, partner. I mean, I get goosebumps when I talk about the 1995 Rugby World Cup with late Nelson Mandela and Frans Opina. But 26 years later, we had the same with Siya Kolisi lifting the trophy with the number 6 in his back. So much memories, but one that stands out for me, Wade van Niekerk in 2016 at the Olympics, lane 8. World record, fantastic times when it comes to SuperSport.
Partner, it's 30 years of Springbok rugby, but also SuperSport has been there every step of the way, and that is for me what is special. The World of Champions bringing these moments to us, and for me the moment that stands out is not a rugby one actually, it's the cricket one.
Oh yeah.
The 438 game at the Wanderers, Herschel Gibbs scoring 175, sitting watching with my father at home. It was honestly one of those days that was incredible, something you never thought would happen. And even playing for the Springboks and representing your country over the past 30 years has been absolutely amazing.
Fantastic, yeah.
The hope that the Springboks create, that they do for this country, bringing everyone together on a Saturday afternoon, simply phenomenal.
Yeah, simply phenomenal. I mean, we're carrying the Springbok badge as rugby players, but more importantly, for 30 years, we were carrying the hopes of the Springbok supporters. And it's fantastic to see how people come out here and enjoy what we love, Springbok rugby.
Excellent, Mochi. But for now, back to you guys, okay?
Looking forward to seeing more of the fans filling out here at the Bay. 30 years of Springboks, but also 30 years of your World of Champions.
David, we didn't have 60,000 South Africans. We had 43 million South Africans.
It's Andre Gqeberha on the far side. Will Andre Gqeberha? Dalton will break away. Dalton tries. Morningstar has won the game for South Africa. It's been charged down by Cheslin Colby.
For the second time, he raises it as South Africa are crowned world champions.
We're standing by here at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. Springboks up against Italy in the second test, and a historic moment for two big broadcasters, that being the 30-year-old SuperSport International and our very own national broadcaster, the SABC, who are today going to dual broadcast this match here from the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. I'm joined by the SABC Radio Group CEO, that is Nada Wachela, as well as our big boss, Randani Ramova. Good afternoon and good evening. Hopefully this is going to be a very, very good match that we're about to watch. Why is this particular moment so historic?
Good afternoon. It's really an exciting moment for the SABC to be a part of this. But if you remember, in 1995, when South Africa lifted the Webb Ellis Trophy, we had just come out of a watershed moment in our country's history. We weren't sure of this new democracy, how we were going to live side by side with one another. But if there is a moment that really defined the new South Africa, was that moment when the Boks made us proud as a nation.
They certainly did. And SuperSport was there. 30 years of SuperSport International now. How have we stayed so competitive on the global stage?
Yeah, I think, again, just to almost echo and acknowledge the amazing atmosphere that's here. Again, as SuperSport, we pride ourselves in what we do. I think 30 years of being able to maintain world-class standards and to pride ourselves in being one of the best in Africa, that in itself has been a momentous and an amazing opportunity. I think credit again to the teams in terms of also having that dedication and deliberateness in terms of making sure that we don't drop the ball. I think the challenging thing is, as much as you might reach 30 years, the question is how do you continue to maintain and stay at the top? And it's something that we're very deliberate about. I mean, this past weekend at the Craven Week, we're training the next all-female production crews, the next talent, the next producers, because we understand our responsibility is to create an atmosphere where opportunity and talent come together to create hope. Because without us playing that role, it's going to be very difficult to almost continue to create atmospheres like this, which is something amazing and something special.
Yeah, something special indeed. And so is this match that's happening today, Nada. How does this broadcast today in particular, this partnership with the SuperSport, also align with SABC's broadcast mandate?
Thank you for that question. This moment for the SABC really is an opportune moment to really say to South Africans, we were there for you in 1995. I'm pretty sure even Siya Kolisi watched that match on SABC, and I'm sure today even his fans in Zwide and KwaMagxaki are going to relive that moment. And as the SABC, we're really proud that we are able to still do that for South Africans of all, backgrounds and races, South Africans in the hinterlands of this country that have come to appreciate the game of rugby and historic moments like this. So I'm really happy that as the SABC, we got the opportunity to partner with SuperSport and SARU to ensure that South Africans, they relive 1995, and that as a public broadcaster, we are living up to the expectations of South Africa and the responsibilities of the public mandate, because as a public broadcaster, our mandate is not just to educate and entertain, but it is also to ensure that we drive the national agenda, that we support and promote the national identity of South Africa. And therefore this partnership, it really enables us to live up to our mandate and up to the expectations of South Africans it's our responsibility to inspire the next generation of rugby stars or superstars in entertainment and in everything else that South Africans really delve into.
Yeah, it's a Springbok team that is for all, a national team that is for all. 30 years of SuperSport, 30 years of the Springboks. How can viewers, how can South Africans get involved in that celebration with SuperSport International?
Yeah, and I think also, again, just to also acknowledge those that have come before us and the people that have paved the way and the foundation for us to be able to celebrate moments like this. I think the 1995 team planted a seed. One can argue that all the teams that have won past that 1995 team was off the back of the work that they did. And I think the same speaks in broadcast and in talent management and in the role we play in the ecosystem. And again, our role is to make sure that we maintain that standard going forward. And we also want to engage with the fans. We also want to reconnect with the fans. And we're creating opportunities where people can vote for the all-time favorite top 30 Springboks of all time. And you can head over to supersport.com to be able to put in your vote. But again, we're trying to connect the fans with the moments, but we're also understanding that without people that have paved the way to get to where we are, we won't be able to create another 30 years of amazing sport in the country.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to the celebration. Just what it means to South Africans as well to be a part of a moment like this. 30 years of the Springboks, 30 years of SuperSport, and so glad as well that everybody can watch it, courtesy of the national broadcaster. When we return, we're going through all of the analysis, the team sheets, the big players that you need to look forward to. But the brass band has come out. The DJ is starting to pump the music. We're looking forward to it here, right here at Gqeberha. Molweni, it's rugger time.
Thank you for believing in each other.
Thank you for putting all your hard work.
Thank you for never giving up.
Thank you for bringing the game to more people.
Thank you.
Our deadline's coming up fast, so unfortunately we're gonna have to work again this weekend.
Due to a signaling issue, the traffic is temporarily...
Roll with us.
Growing up, my father wore Pringle of Scotland. And so I want to pass that heritage on to my boy, to show him that life is all about hard work, but also about enjoying every moment, celebrating the good times in life. For me, it's about a legacy passed down through generations, leaving a legacy that's timeless, worn with pride, cherished forever. Pringle of Scotland, timeless legacy.
Coach. I see you also styling the fancy boots now.
Right on my feet.
Right on your feet. Yeah. How long have me and you been doing this now?
15 years now.
15 years. Well, we've certainly done a few things, eh?
I believe so.
Yeah. I think we can go again. You ready?
One more time.
One more time.
Yes. Yes.
Light the fire this game day with a winning lineup from Checkers. Like beef Texan steak for $98.99 per kilo. Red Bull energy drinks for $54.99. And Bell's whiskey for $209.99.
Light the fire, South Africa, and let Checkers do the rest.
From here in PE, it's very, very special for us as a team to come back to PE, you know. Special moment for us, more especially for me, it's home. It's going to be a lovely, lovely occasion for us.
Here we are at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium in Port Elizabeth.
Another proud South African moment.
No, excited. You know, for me, for Elizabeth, Gqeberha, you know, the dispatch, yeah, you don't like it's fond memories. Overall, just really excited. You know, this is a special crowd, like, you know, these are passionate people, and I guess they're hungry for the box to play, so we will try and excite them and play the way they want us to play.
But a huge amount of anticipation and excitement. Fabulous atmosphere.
It's really exciting. It's not only for me as well. And the welcoming the people from Gqeberha, it does hit different. The reason why I'm saying it does hit different, it's the way that we have games in Eastern Cape, in East London. So it's very exciting, not only for the Springboks, but at the same time for the fans that they're coming out.
As the strains of Impi ring out around the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium, the crowd roars as anticipation, brings out the Springboks.
We're building up to the big one. It's the Springboks up against Italy in the second test here at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. And what a spirited performance, second half performance by the Azzurri last week. A Maul tried to boot with a bench that featured 3 debutants. They certainly put the Springboks to the sword, particularly at the breakdown. Absolutely supreme. What will they be able to bring to the table in this match today against the Springbok side that have been taken through their paces? Rassie Erasmus has made 11 changes to the side and so many missed opportunities last week. We'll go through the analysis of it, but so much talk around that second half performance, the performance at the breakdown, the lineouts, as well as the Maul. Captain Jesse Creel, he was leading the side last week, but will not be wearing the captain's armband today, with Salman Murad coming in to lead South Africa. And how can they turn things around? That is the question. It's not time to, get to battle stations just yet. It's a little glitch here and there, but we're definitely going to be expecting a much better performance, a more spirited performance from the Springboks this afternoon. Still looking forward to hearing your thoughts as well. Don't forget to use the hashtag #SSRugby. Your questions as well as your comments ahead of this one on such a stunning day here at Bay. But you can also join this competition at supersport.com and be a buck with Coca-Cola. Just make sure that you scan that QR code, and if I have taken away that opportunity now, head over to supersport.com where you can get the ultimate Buck experience. So make sure that you enter. Speaking of the Buck experience, today is all about a man that I know a lot of fans, there's a love-hate relationship with this one. But he is coming through for his 100th game. What a performance it has been so far from Willie Leroux, two-time Rugby World Cup champion, debuted against Italy in his first match for the Springboks, and now against the Azzurri again, gets to notch up his 100th game. The Xhosa commentators call him Umajaivan, because if there's anybody that's going to dance around the field, it's this man right here. His friend called him the Strandhond, all the way from Strand, and what a great legacy, what a great performance he's been able to put through for South Africa throughout the years. Jean de Villiers, you are currently part of an Elite 7 Centurions for South Africa. What does it take to get to 100?
Yeah, look, Mott, I can only congratulate Willie on a remarkable achievement. I'm fortunate enough to have played 100 test matches as well, and you always say that you want to play that one game, and then you never dream about the fact that you'll get to 100 games. So I think it's just being able to do your little bit every single time that you're called upon to represent your country, to do your utmost every single time you get that opportunity, and then hoping that you get another opportunity. So, to Willie, he took a totally different route to be able to get to the Springboks eventually. I think it shows that it's possible for anyone. Even though if you might not play SA schools or Craven Week at school, to go play club rugby and then eventually get your opportunity. When the opportunity arises, grab it with both hands and make sure you make the most of it. He certainly did that, and throughout his career, I think from that first test match in Durban playing against Italy, I was fortunate enough to be his captain on the day, to where he is today. His role has changed. He's grown into that role. He's become a mentor for the younger guys and the back three. You hear how they speak about him. And I saw so many of his friends, family that came to PE this week and to be here with him, and it just shows what a person he is, what a community he's created around him. And I think we're just so proud to welcome him to the club. You know, the little WhatsApp group was pretty busy yesterday. All of us sent videos, and as soon as he runs onto the field today, he'll be added to that group. And what a special occasion it'll be for him and his family.
Admin, do your thing. We're going to give you some time to add him to that group as we look at the brilliance of Willie le Roux. From 1 to 100, this is what Umachaivan has produced.
One of the most talked about players in South African rugby this season, Willie le Roux of the Cheetahs, getting a test debut. Willie le Roux goes through the gap. Willie le Roux! There it is! Brilliant!
So glad I scored a try. I'm so glad the Boks won it for the first time. It's history being made.
And it's Listener, and Willie le Roux is away! And nobody is going to catch Willie le Roux. Oh, and Willie le Roux through again and past another tackle. Chips wide for JP Peterson to run onto it, and he will score! Le Roux! Oh, magical!
Bit of X-Factor magic required. Willie le Roux. Dab over the top, the box, the favourable one. Willie le Roux! Willie le Roux!
And here's le Roux running a good line. He's got Pino inside, but doesn't need him. Creel! Le Roux to his inside! Willie le Roux! Oh, that is sensational! Here's Willie le Roux! Le Roux! Oh, fantastic score! Willie le Roux's 11th test try. That's a huge mistake from the All Blacks, and Willie le Roux is in!
Willie le Roux playing his 50th test match, an incredible achievement.
It was not about me, it was not about the 50th game, it was about the team, about putting out a great performance for the nation out there.
The Springboks, champions of the world! He's got his pass away. Here's Willie le Roux! He's got it! And here is le Roux, coasting through the gap. Sublime from Willie le Roux.
Beautiful ball, Willie le Roux. 90 games for South Africa, and he scores a fantastic try.
The Springboks, champions of the world!
Now, Ngumachaivan, and just look at those numbers. They really speak for themselves. What a quality player he is. And having that break as well in the Alistair Coetzee years, being able to come back into the national fold, and 2 Rugby World Cup gold medals later, he is on the cusp of the big one, the 100th game. What Bobs, for you, is his impact on his side, the impact that he has on this back line?
I mean, you look at Willie when he was growing up, when he was like 2013, he was finishing tries, taking opportunities. And then you look at the maturity of the man, willing to carry everyone else's bundle, being the creative spark that he is, the way that he gives so many options to his 10 and the attacking axis of the Springboks, unlocking teams by this vision and the way that he carries. He carries on with emotion, which is such a beautiful thing because, I mean, we used to call Andre Gqeberha the Rolls Royce. When you look at Willie, he's definitely an Aston Martin. The man oozes elegance, he oozes class. He's a man who comes up with this whole modern way of looking at things. Even sometimes when people sort of like push him aside, he always seems to come up because he's always serving the country. I mean, for him, congratulations. The man has been called on 100 times to represent his country, and every time he's come up trumps. And for that, we're saying to him and his family, well done to Willie. He's just been a special, special kind And may he continue and carry on that serving the country, because he's really led and left us with an example what it means to be a Springbok.
Yeah, so much IP coming through from this. These are the Centurions that he joins. Elizabeth, your newest member of this WhatsApp group, with Victor Matfield, Brian Habana, Tendai the Beast from Tawarira, our very own Jean de Villiers, and Percy Montgomery, and I think I've left someone out. Captain John Smith, yes. Captain, my captain. And now Villy comes through. So, admin, you have until got up us, my man. And send nice messages and nice videos for him, Jean. Eh?
Yeah, it's beautiful. You know, the only place where I disagree with Bobes is the fact that, you know, he said Aston Martin, but Villy's from the Strand. Okay, it's more like a 3-liter Ford Cortina, okay, than Aston Martin. But we'll go with it for today.
Back in the day, that's vintage. That's vintage. But how important is it, Carlo, to have a player of this class, the IP, the experience, in a group that's really coming through with a lot of youngsters at the moment?
But you know, having someone like that so close by, that's got so much wealth of knowledge, wealth of experience, but just knows what to do when you're under pressure in those certain situations. And you know, he's got kind of a disruptive energy as well. He'll just pop up into some certain space where it's kind of unexpected, and he doesn't even mind coming all the way from fullback, knocking onto the forwards door and just getting them out of their slumber, you know. And he's got the respect amongst the players in the community that he can do that. And it's just what a beautiful experience and an occasion for him, his family as well, that also you navigate through the ups and downs of professional rugby, the mental struggles, psychology-wise, body-wise. And I mean, getting to 100 games is just unbelievable. 50 is one thing, but I mean, the 100, John, it takes a whole different state of mental being to get there, and toughness.
10 years, that's how long it's taken him. And now he is on the cusp of the big one, the 100, and he gets to lift his bat aloft. What a brilliant innings he's had so far. But we're building up to the second test between the Springboks and the Azuri. Looking forward to all the action that we'll be able to see on the field. It's here now from the coaches, none other than Gonzalo Quesada and Rassie Rasmus.
Coach, you must have taken a lot of positives out of last week, but what was the focus this week?
Yeah, I think we had some positives, especially around the spirit of the team and the capacity of fighting for everything since first minute. On the second half, we were happy that we could have a bit more possession. And what we focus on this week is knowing that they're coming for a bigger game, that we're going to be tested in every scrum, every driving. They're going to be a lot of. They will try to put their dominance in scrums, drives, driving mauls, and I think there's a bit focus on the breakdown too, so we prepare for that. And we also worked a lot on the fact that if we leave space and time to Grant Williams and Manny Libbok, it could be a long afternoon. So honestly, we focus on our performance, knowing that even with a good game, we can do a bit better. So we have to lift our standards, our level to compete again today, and I hope we can do it again. It's going to be a tough one.
A lot of the young players stood up last week, but it must be good to have somebody like Sebastian Negri back.
Yeah, we lost another player last week with Lorenzo Canaone, one of the few experienced players we have. We have so many at home or injured now that having Seb back is important, a bit of leadership, a bit of experience in an basically unexperienced team. But yeah, it's the last game of the season against the best team in the world, full house in Port Elizabeth. It's a beautiful opportunity, it's an incredible opportunity for our players. So I hope that they can use this 80 minutes and build some big memories. And it's just a big learning game. So hopefully we can express a bit more of what we are able to do.
Coach, good luck and have fun.
Thank you very much, mate.
Coach Ras, first of all, the people of the Eastern Cape love you. It must have been lekker to come home.
No, they love the whole team and we love them. We love the whole country, but for a few of us it's really special, a bit emotional. This is where it all started in this part of the world, so yeah, a bit emotional for this specific match.
Speaking about emotions, the assist king, Willie Leroux, special day for him. I'm sure the team want to play well for him today.
Yeah, Billy loves the Springboks, he loves rugby, and the Springboks love him back. And I know he's a kind of personality that people don't always understand, but we understand him, and we hope, and we know he'll be as competitive as he is always, and we would like to support him in that.
And coach, always a big day for the debutants, Kobus, Asanati, Ethan.
Yeah, it's a big day for the three of them, and they will definitely all get a chance. There's some special things like, so the brothers playing together, the Vista brothers playing together if he goes on. And then there's a few guys that haven't played for us for a while, like Grant, Salman is captain again in this game. So there's some nice special occasions. Hopefully we do it proud on the field.
Good luck, coach.
Thanks, Brady.
Thanks, coach.
The thoughts then of the head coaches, looking forward to how their ideas of this match is going to come alive today. Changes across both sides, 5 changes for the Azeri, 11 changes for South Africa. I want to talk a little bit about what happened, what transpired in that first test. I think one of the big talking points was the rucks, the breakdown. For you, Juan, how did it go last week for South Africa?
Yeah, look, I think that's where they really disappointed themselves, was at ruck time. When we're not able to generate quick ball, when we're not able to get into our shape, we were quite one-dimensional in our attacking play as well. And I think in a way it was maybe, just not adapting to the way that it was officiated. The referee allowed for the ruck to form and a lot to go on before she penalised. And I think as a player, it's having the ability to then adapt to that and make sure that you actually fix the problem. I think today they'll be fierce at ruck time. There's certainly an area where they would have put a lot of work into it. Having a guy like Peter Steph the Toy there, who's an absolute workhorse, will help. But it's also in the carries, being able to be dominant in the carries, being able to, make sure that you place the ball, making sure that the ball doesn't pop out, which we saw quite a few times on last week as well. So various elements of the game at ruck time that they need to be better at. And I'm sure that today we will see an improvement in that. If we see that improvement at ruck time, the attack will be better. You'll be able to get into space better as well. And I think the whole game will flow better. So it's an area that is important to them, and I'm really hoping to see that we get some quick ball.
But how do Italy maintain the messiness, the disruption that they had at the breakdown last week?
And you know what? Obviously their defensive coach, Jermaine Fernandez, he's got a history with the Pumas. He's been there for 10 years, and you've got an influence of Richard Hodges as well. And him as well, he's come from a rugby league background, sevens background as well. So the intensity at the breakdown is something that they really do focus on. And I mean, you've got a wealth of experience coming through from those guys. So it's an area that they'd had a really good outcome from last week, and I think it's an area that they're going to continue to attack as well. And I think just also from the different attacking threat that the Springboks pose today, you've got a running 9, you've got a running 10. I think the defenses are going to be just a little bit tighter, and then I think that's going to open up some kick space, cross kicks that Mani's going to be putting into the wingers. So it's going to be a slightly different game this evening compared to last week.
Mots, if I can add to that, I think the one area that the Boks will also, I think they'll put a lot of pressure on Andrew Brace today, the referee, making sure that the ruck gets efficient, making sure that they've got clarity in terms of what he will allow and what he won't, and then being able to adapt to that. Where again, I don't think we had the ability to adapt to it last week.
Yeah, the lineouts you had picked out as well. We'll get to the attack in just a moment, but the lineouts were only firing at 75%. We lost 3, I think, just after the start of the second half. Why do you think there was a lot of tinkering around the lineouts, or was it just the fight and the fight back from Italy in that second half?
I think they had good ports that they used to sort of compete, used the right numbers. They picked up a lot of what the Springboks were doing. We threw a lot, especially to Vincent Chituka, which was at the back of the lineup. And then sort of they adopted very well Italy in the way that they started competing and throwing up numbers. And in that way, when we are sort of underthrow and the ball didn't go to the furthest, and that's where we set up a lot of attacking players. If you think of a Tony Brown and the way that he wants to have shape and players in emotion, once you take and attack a team at source, it really does make it difficult to get everything into the flow. So that line-out sort of effect, and it sort of had a counter effect to everything that else that was planned, and that's where we want to do it. I mean, if you want to sort of disrupt a team like the Springboks, which uses set pieces as a dominance, is you kill it at source, right? You put stress at the source, and you stress the players that are supposed to be the ones that generate their attacking flow.
And not only did they, sorry to interrupt you, John, but not only did they kill it at source, they turned it into a power source for themselves. That 20-meter maul try that they scored in that second half, testament to that. And against a team where you just don't score maul tries against South Africa.
And the thing is, normally you see a team that's scoring maul tries, most often they're quite dominant at scrum time, so it wasn't the case. So, I mean, for them to get that 20-meter maul try, it was a massive boost for the whole forward pack. Forward coaches, they were really walking up, heads proud. I mean, you're looking at that, even though it's in the front of the line-out, which is a difficult place to win the ball and still maul as well. But everybody's forcing their energy through the ball. When they're binding on low. They're looking for contact with the player up front, and they just never stopped. And they just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. Pablo Dimchev, full control behind the back of that maul. And I mean, look at what it means to the guys. The intensity, you got backs running in there. I mean, I think we're going to see quite a bit of more of that hopefully this afternoon.
But
as well.
Carlo, you mentioned it, and Bobes, you mentioned as well. The lineouts, Italy doing really well in terms of their lineouts, being able to contest. The fact that they scored the maul try, and also then the breakdown. Nicolo Canone, as captain, was integral to the physicality that he brought to the game, to the lineout being so successful. He scored a try himself, and I think he's the man that needs to step up today again if we want to see Italy being that competitive again. And on the other side, on the flip side for South Africa, is being able to neutralize him and make sure that from intensity, from a physicality point of view, you know, they go that step up and go even further than what he can go.
And John, you know what, Nick Mallett was massive on this, the two locks. I mean, if he nominated, well, it kind of said to them, listen, you guys are the thermometer of the team. If you guys are winning your kickoffs, you're firing at scrum time, you're smashing rucks in attack, you're knocking guys back in defense, you're winning your line-out ball, you guys give a really good insight into the intensity and the mentality of the team. And they're the two thermometers. They really need to fire today.
The one big thing, though, it's a massive challenge for the Italian team to raise the same emotion. I think that's a chance, that's a challenge that they're going to be on. I mean, they were brilliant in terms of how they sort of worked at it and how they got into the skin and under the skin, and they got energy for making the Springboks go into fault and default and making mistakes. But raising yourself up for the second weekend, time and again, I think that's the challenge that we're calling for themselves.
There's a couple of guys on the South African team that will be up for this one, and I think we need to mention that now as well. The Visser brothers, Gqeberha's making his debut, those two guys, Jasper especially starting the game, they will bring physicality, they will certainly match the Italians.
They certainly will, they certainly will. We're looking forward to just what Italy will be able to bring in this one, getting themselves hyped up again, because they were a quality outfit against South Africa, particularly in that second half. When you disrupt their plans and they can't adapt quickly enough, that's when you really have a chance against them. We'll speak in just a moment about the impact players from both sides of the two opponents that will be taking place today. But we also want to catch up with two of our friends, Jongh as well as Rudy Paige, as they talk you through the dream team.
With me, I have Zoli, Intini, an exciting Springbok. We're in the crowd amongst the fans. Zoli, SuperSport is currently running a dream team campaign. Over 30 years of Springbok history. And as we can see, Springbok fans are going crazy.
I love it, yeah.
But you have to make one selection. The toughest Springbok selection ever.
Yes, Zoli, out of these 5 nominees, okay? Frans Malherbe, Cesar van der Linde, Bise Botha, Kobus Versaghi, and Yanni du Plessis.
My name is Yanni du Plessis. The hooker is strong. I mean, their prop is strong. Yanni, I love it. If I were to take, Yanni would be my man.
Yanni du Plessis.
And Zoli, lastly, before we look at the camera, what position did you play yourself?
I started as a center, then when I was aging, I played prop.
Whoa.
In my heydays.
Thank you, Zoli.
I love my team.
We got a prop to make the dream team selection on a tight head prop. I love Gqeberha.
You can continue to vote for your dream team at supersport.com. We'll be voting right up until the end of year, where every single position will be spoken for. But I would caution that recency bias. Make sure that you really look back at the 5 people or the 5 players that we have up and see who is the best of the best. Gentlemen, as we try and wrap things up now, looking at the Italian starting 15, who is your impact player?
growth. There's two players that we really need to watch out for this afternoon with the Italian team. At fullback, you've got Mirko Belloni. And I mean, this is a guy, he has played no URC rugby at all. He's coming straight in from the regional team, which is the Serie A elite. And I mean, you're playing in a league where half the team is professional, half the team are amateurs. And he's come straight up from that league into an outgoing tour. I mean, he's going to be really crucial today in just how he manages his game, how he manages his space in the backfield. And I mean, up front there, you've got Sebastian Negri. He's got some South African influence as well. He's a Hilton old boy. He missed the game last week due to an injury. So he's raring to go. And I mean, he's big. He's built for this type of game.
Looking forward to seeing him in action. Before I get the South African Impact players, just want to remind you of our pick and pay competition also at supersport.com, when you can win yourself 5,000 Rand. Just make sure that you scan that QR code, and if you can't get to it on time, supersport.com is where you need to go. Jean de Villiers had picked Grant Williams and Andre Esterhazy. Those are your two guys to make things happen for South Africa today.
Mods, the noise levels have gone crazy here. I've got no idea what you just asked me, but I think it was something about Grant Williams and Andre Esterhazy. And I think Grant being back, fantastic seeing him back. Talking about the ruck, if we can get quick ball and have Grant around those fringes, keep them honest there, then we will be able to create the space on the outside channels as well. So looking forward to having Grant back. Massive game for Andre Esterhazy. The previous time against Portugal last year, he got an opportunity, got the red card. Today is a big one for him for a big performance.
We're going to get to Bob's prediction as well as his impact players in just a moment. But right now, let's hear from Vanessa, who's out at Spur.
Thank you so much, Mats. You know, you can't keep me away from a good chicken wing, and the dunk sauce here at Spur is obviously to die for. A lot to celebrate. I mean, it's the homecoming series, and then, of course, Veli's 100. But I want to get some of our guests' predictions. So I want to know from you, sir, what's your prediction for today's game?
So my prediction will be 38-12 to the Bokke. So yeah, go Bokke!
Go Bokke! Ma'am, sorry for interrupting. What is your prediction for today's game?
42-16 with Veli on his 100.
Yes, please. And what's a yay?
Go Bokke!
Go Bokke. Everybody is in the spirit of the Springboks taking this win. What's your prediction, sir?
My prediction would be 38-7, obviously to the Bokke. And my message to them would just be to keep going. They have it. It's theirs, and composure. We should get the W.
You must be a motivational speaker one day. Let me ask you, sir, what would your message be to the Springboks today?
Good luck, you guys will do it. And yeah, my prediction is 40-18, Bokke.
Bokke all the way. Well, I'm going to get in line here. We're going to keep on dancing and enjoying ourselves. Back to you, Motsi. Hey!
There we have the coin toss. Over to you, Bobs. Your prediction for this match?
Look at this game. I think the Springboks, we're looking for the response. I think the 35 points will be a good thing for the Springboks. I think that's the expectation, and that's how privileged we are. We're knowing the standard and the quality of this team.
The attacking axis?
I mean, if you look at Billy and the way that him and Manili Bok and what he does, Manili Bok, I mean, he's probably one of the most accurate players from dominance and kicking dominance. When you got that scrum and you want to put the ball about 2 meters away from the try line, he's the man for you with either foot. And then him linking up with Willie Leroux, they can attack both sides, which is going to keep the defense of Italy, keeping them guessing, because those two can unlock anything.
One word, prediction. Prediction.
Prediction, no disrespect to Italy, I'm going South Africa by 30 points or more.
You're going to have a chat. Well, you know what, it's about building. It's about them. I know we said this last week about building, but it's about going back into the change room being proud.
Carlo doesn't even want to give us a number. I will hope that you will give us a number. Hashtag SS Rugby. Let us know how you think this one is going to go. We're back at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium as the Springboks up against Italy. Kickoff coming up.
The Springboks know that the journey to a dream 5th title has already dawned. And now, every opponent they face shows them the way. The Castle Lager incoming series. The Springboks look ahead whilst defending their turf against the determined Azuri and the Lellos. This is rugby, only on SuperSport. Broadcast proudly brought to you by Spur and Coca-Cola.
So much water underneath the bridge. Seems like only yesterday we were only kids. You were always on my mind, always on my mind. Even after all this time, you are always on my mind.
The Tiguan with IQ Drive safety system, massage seats and more. Volkswagen.
Missing the Mexican wave? Make your own. Get drinks to your door with Tops delivered to you.
I'm good. I see you also styling the fancy boots now.
Right to my feet.
Right in your feet. Yeah. How long have me and you been doing this now?
15 years now.
15 years. Well, we've certainly done a few things, eh?
I believe so.
Yeah. I think we can go again. You ready?
One more time.
One more time.
Let's go. Yes.
Now that's what we call a great turnover.
Get yours. Oh.
Let's go. Enjoy the great taste of Coca-Cola, and you could join the Springbok squad.
Business Outsurance are experts in business insurance for optometrists, surgeons, and other medical specialists. Is Chrissy?
Business Outsurance is the best insurer for my business. They have great premiums, wonderful service. I know without a doubt that Outsurance has my back, and you always get something out with Outsurance.
Switch to Business Outsurance and you can get a massive 20% discount on your business insurance premium. Visit outsurance.co.za. Switch and save today.
Andrew Brace is the man in charge of this test match battle in Gqeberha. Born in Cardiff and raised in Ireland, and has since become a regular feature on the international stage. He'll be assisted by England's Matthew Carley and Scotland's Holly Davidson, while Frenchman Tual Trianini is the TMO.
The greatness of the green and gold jersey has never faltered on this ground. Here where rugby courses through the culture of the region and the people who call it home. Welcome to the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium in the city of Gqeberha for the second test match of the Castle Lager incoming series between the Springboks and Italy. Le Azzurri clouded themselves in gold at Loftus Versfeld just last weekend when they lost 42 points to 24, but the scoreline belies the performance of a young Italian side on the rise here in South Africa to build their squad to compete with the likes of South Africa in the future potentially as they continue to battle against the odds everywhere they go in international rugby. But what an occasion this is for Gqeberha. Rarely do they host a Springbok test match, and never have the Springboks lost on this ground. Looking at the lineup for the Italians today, Di Bartolomeo starts in the number 2 jersey, and just his third cap for his nation. Nicolo Canone is the captain again in the number 4 jersey. No brother this time in the number 8 jersey. Instead, it's a player schooled at Bishops in Cape Town, Ross Vincent.
Now, Alessandro Garbisi will start in the 9 jersey. No Paolo Garbisi, his brother. Instead, the impressive Dare starts there. The center combination is headlined by Tommaso Menoncello, the 2024 Six Nations Player of the Season. And they have a lot of youngsters waiting on the bench as well. 1 cap for Matteo Canali, 1 cap for David Oriase, 3 caps for Giolo Bertaccini, and the head coach Gonzalo Quesada, who earned 38 caps for Argentina as a fly half, will have to marshal his troops well. Let's see if his plan works as well as it did against the Springboks at Loftus Versfeld last weekend. The Springboks have rung the changes, a side which had over 1,200 caps coming into that test match at Loftus Versfeld, has just 493 in their ranks this time around. Malcolm Marks, one of those with the most caps to his name, starts in the hooker position. Salman Murat, in his 11th cap, leads his nation again. Marco van Staden continues to fill in for the absent Sia Kolisi. Peter Steptoe is back from injury, and what a boost that'll be to the box. That is an electrifying 9-10 combination. Only a few times have they played before. Kanan Moody, never beaten in the green and gold jersey in the 13, with under Esterhazen at the 12, but there is the main man today. Willie Leroux, who hails from Strand, schooled in Stellenbosch, starts in 15 in his 100th cap for the Springboks. Plenty of inexperience on the bench, but quality players, no doubt. We have some debutants ready to come on in the form of Ethan Hooker, Corbus Visa, and Asenati and Klabakanye, who made his appearance against the Barbarians in an unofficial test match, of course. Today, he has a chance to put a stamp on it. The people of Gqeberha are in great voice here this afternoon, and as the sun sets on this glorious city in the Eastern Province, there's plenty of entertainment that is promised here. The Springbok women raised the curtain just moments ago as they lost their second test match against Canada for the 2nd week running as they prepare to travel to the Rugby World Cup taking place in England in just over 40 days. But now it's time to party for the people of Gqeberha as the Springboks are preparing to make their way onto the fields. Green and gold jerseys abound, entertainment galore on the field, and the second test match between these two is ready to go down. The last time the Springboks made an appearance here was in 2021 during COVID, and they beat Argentina in back-to-back test matches. So the people of Gqeberha are so glad to be entertained by the Springboks once more. The Australians have been knocked over here, as have New Zealand in the past. And now the Atsuri have an uphill battle on their hands, no question about that, as they face a much changed, but still a high-quality Springbok outfit. Of course, the Springboks preparing for greater challenges to come in the Rugby Championship, including 2 matches away against New Zealand and that massive test to knock over that record at Eden Park. The people are ready. Are you ready for another Springbok weekend?
Well, welcome to Ellis Park at this quite dramatic moment here. Dr. Nelson Mandela, the President of South Africa, fully clad in the rugby jersey with a number 6 on its back of Francois Pinnock. Well, that's the challenge that's laid down by the Maoris before going into battle. Van der Westhuizen looking to go himself. That's Henny Leroux up there. Is this going to be a try for South Africa?
I think South Africa will feel very hardly done by. They were not awarded a try there.
Van der Westhuizen, Stransky looks for the drop. Has he got it? Yes, it's over. Stransky's drop number 2 in the match, and South Africa are in the lead. That is it. The final whistle, then South Africa win this Rugby World Cup final by 15 points to 12.
David, we didn't have 60,000 South Africans. We had 43 million South Africans.
Years of Springbok glory celebrated here in 2025. From that seismic day in 1995 when Francois Pinnock so inspired the nation along with that side, which truly changed history in this country. And we have on the field today Belinda Davids, who imitates Whitney Houston on her better days today, singing in front of a vociferous Gqeberha crowd. And Siamtando Kolisi, a son of this soil, a product of Zweden, carries the William Webb Ellis Trophy onto the field, a trophy which he has lifted twice. The man-made monument, Siya Kolisi. He will lead his nation again, but not today. He's taken some time off from the Springbok setup as he recovers from injury. And doesn't he have some brilliant deputies? The depth of the Springbok side, so daunting for anybody that faces them. But the Italians undaunted last weekend at Loftus Versfeld, much to the surprise of the South African rugby public. And plenty has been said between then and now. And as they face their second test match, have no doubt that the coach Rassie Erasmus will be putting the pressure on the Chargers today. But now a proud moment once again for Nicolo Canone as he leads out the Azzurri into this intimidating cauldron of South African fandom. Calmly as they come, silence from the Gqeberha crowd, respectful as they are. A knowledgeable rugby crowd. They love their rugby around here, formerly the home of the Kings. This proud stadium will sing again this evening. His brother missing from the team in the number 8 jersey. He will be a big loss. But the Azzurri do welcome back Sebastian Negri in the number 6 jersey. A player schooled at Hilton College right here in South Africa with his family roots in Zimbabwe. But just watch when the Italians sing their national anthem for the passion which they have. But before that, of course, we have a celebration. Here comes the magic man they call Majaibane, the one who dances, the scintillating Strandhund, with skills forged in Stellenbosch, educated at Paul Roos. He took the long road to become only the 8th Springbok to tip the golden cap. From a debut in 2013 against the Azzurri to 100 caps 12 years later against the same opposition, his is a tale of unflinching determination and decimation of the odds against all he has achieved. Here's to Billy Leroux, the latest Springbok Centurion. The noise in here is something else, I tell you. Gqeberha salutes their heroes. The Springboks are ready to play in the Eastern Province today. Salman Murat, his career already peppered with injury, has another chance to lead his nation, and he is such a deserving captain. He's led his side at SA schools level, at SA under-20 level, and again now for the Springbok men, he leads the team out onto the field, hoping for some consistent performances and a period of play without injury. Ruan Nortje is back. Marco van Staden, so quality last weekend. Peter Steptoe, the world's best player, twice over, back in Springbok colours. It's time for the national anthems, and then 80 minutes of action. Minister of Sports and Culture, Gayton McKenzie, leading some dignitaries out onto the field, and Nicolo Canone will introduce him to these Italian players who played such brilliant rugby last weekend at Loftus Versfeld to end in that 42-24 result. Ranked 10th in the world. And without the likes of Paolo Garpisi and Capozzo, and 10 first-team players rested for this tour entirely. In fact, Simone Ferrari was called from his holiday to earn his 65th cap for Italy after an injury that was incurred against Namibia, a side that Italy played in preparation for these 2 test matches against South Africa, and they absolutely trounced Namibia in that performance. But they continue to build their side as preparation for the World Cup, which is to come in a few years, and of course to compete every season in the Six Nations. Mark Alexander, president of South African Rugby, in attendance here as well. Such gentlemen at the top of our game that have made the Springboks the force of nature which they are. Since the down years in the mid-2010s, to rising to 2 back-to-back Rugby World Cups in 2019 and 2024. What more do they have to achieve under this era, under this dynasty of Springbok dominance? Gqeberha having recovered from a neck injury, similarly so Grant Williams. He will be itching to get into action here today, having seen Morne van den Berg win the Man of the Match award against the Italians at Loftus Versfeld. Andre Esterhuizen has to make the most of every chance he gets because there's so much competition in his position, but he's added another string to his bow as he is now a hybrid player and able to fill in on the flank. Gqeberha will join his brother on the field should he come off the bench, and they will become the 37th pair of brothers to play for the Springboks. What a proud moment for Gqeberha, who has played oh so well for the Bulls this season. And now it is time for the national anthems of these two nations.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're willing and able, please be upstanding for the singing of the national anthems. First, the anthem of Italy, which will be sung by Sipho Fubezi.
Soon.
What a privilege to feel the power of the national anthem when it is sung like that. All four corners of the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium in full voice. Joining me in commentary today is none other than Layla Harrison. Layla, this is going to be an enjoyable experience.
Oh, the energy is palpable here in the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. What a moment for my Javane, Willie LaRue, coming out on his 100th. A team that would feel that they were not living up to their own standards last week are going to have to come back and tell and have this crowd have something to scream, shout and dance about. It's going to be a tough day at the office for Andrew Brace. I don't know if he's going to be able to hear his own thoughts in the stadium, but what a privilege and what opportunity for all of these players to be able to be involved and come back home to a stadium like this that has just completely opened their arms and welcomed their heroes back.
The Italians are ready for the firefight, have no doubt about that. They certainly have a tactical approach which they will employ under the impressive leadership of Gonzalo Quesada, who has made this team into a weapon. They've had a lot of impressive coaches in their time, including the likes of Nick Mallet and of course Franco Smith as a temporary interim as well. Mani Lebok with a rare chance in the middle, holding the ball. Jasper Visa, such a blunt force object for the Springboks, who have bunched around Mani Lebok here in an interesting tactic. We have manufactured a scrum opportunity.
And Paul, there's no mistake made there. That is by choice. The Springboks wanting a scrum. The very first minute of the game. Absolute magic down here and fireworks about to happen when this scrum sets